Okay, so this is texture assignment 1. What I want you to do is start your assignments early. Day 1, read everything. Day 2, for sure be started. Take your time and do a really good job. You're going to draw these below, obviously, and you're going to use pencils. So I have just some extra pencils. You may have 2B, 4B, HB and 6B. If not, then you can do your best with that. But here's how pencils work. A graphite pencil, this is a graphite pencil. This is a graphite pencil with wood. So to make graphite, they have to mix charcoal and clay. If you think about clay, it's mostly gray. So the more clay that is mixed with the charcoal, the grayer your pencil will be. And so even if you press super hard, it won't be black. Now, this one, for example, you can have, the scale goes like this. This is HB. Okay, that's kind of in the middle. Then you have, it's going to go B's this way and H's this way. You can go up to B10, which is the most charcoal, which is I call it the blackest, 10 blackest. But you'll have 2, 4, 6. All right, I'm turning this upside down. 8, and then B. So that's how your pencils will go in darkness. So you go this way. This is the darkest. Okay, and you go this direction, it's the same thing, except it's 2H. Okay, and it goes 4, 6, 8, and 10H over here. I think of this as hard, meaning like it has more clay, or think of drawing with a pebble. You can't really, there's nothing that's coming off of it. Okay, so that's going to be the lightest. So going this direction, you're going to get super light. So even if you try to press really, really hard, remember it has more gray clay in it. This one has more black charcoal. So what you're trying to aim for is an HB, a 2B, maybe a 4B, and a 6B. But if you have an HB, 4B, 10B, and maybe a 3H, that's fine. Is that right? Yeah. So just get a range. And if you don't, do your best with one pencil, please. But be mindful that you're trying to get all the shades from white to black. So that'd be white, light gray, gray, charcoal, and black. So if we look on here, obviously you would not do any graphite in the white area. Here, right in there, some in here, and on the face a little bit, right here. Okay, and then you're going to go all the way to black. So there's some black here. There's black, and obviously the black background. This one stays more in the middle tone ranges. You got a little white, but it really doesn't go too much black except right here. Some right there. Not too much in this one either. Every one of them don't have to have black. Okay, so black in here. Obviously you see the black, and then right around in here. Okay, now we have to kind of squint. Squint your eyes, and you will be able to tell where the light gray, gray, and charcoal are. And start with your lightest when you're drawing, because you can always go darker. So if you squint, this gray is your light gray. Right here you can see that's darker if you're squinting. So that's going to be gray. And then you squint, you can see that gets darker, and that's charcoal. All right. It's nice and easy to see right here in this silky fabric. You have the white and the black. And for sure this is charcoal. You can see that. And it goes, and for squinting, this would be gray, and this would be light gray for this one. Okay? You got a lot of light gray in this one. It goes from charcoal here, charcoal there and here, goes into your gray and into your light grays. Okay? So now that you can see that, what you're trying to do is use the same 5 colors to create bristly texture, hard texture, rough, smooth, and say it, texture, soft texture, silky texture, furry texture, and wet texture. There are no tests and quizzes in this class, but I'm expecting you to be mindful, since this matters so much to your career in the arts and in design. So every time you're drawing bristly texture, think to yourself, I'm drawing bristly texture. And it'll stick in your mind a lot longer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've gotten some little gadgets. Some of you are architects, and you know, for circles, like for that, I have a jar that I'll show you how to work with that. So my opinion is that everything is an art supply, and so just look around, see what you need, and you can always use some any kind of tools you can find. All right, now we're not going to go with, where's my handle? We're not going to go with the markers for this one. None of that. Okay, this is going to be smearing and smudging and being kind of free. Remember the loops that we did last week? Okay, so, and I have a little stub. This is called a stub. What you can do with that is, and that's super grainy, so that's a grainy texture. I'm going to take my little paper stub, smooth it out if I want to. So that's less grainy. Grainy may be what you would want, but maybe it's not. So you can either roll up a piece of paper on your own, like a piece of newsprint, and tape it. Just cut it at an angle, and when you roll it, it'll start to build a point. So I was just showing you with that. All right, so let's get started. First of all, you're going to start with, you can either cut it in half, like that. Make it easier on yourself. And so, see, that wasn't quite right. Use your eraser, don't be lazy. Make sure you're trying to do a good job. There you go, that's better. So at this point, I can't quite see my line to the middle right here, so I'm going to use my marker for that. Okay. All right, so at this point, this circle is kind of on the edge at this point. It does not quite touch the top here. It's a little bit ovular. Okay, so I got that one in. And this one touches this line and almost the edge. Kind of comes to about right here. You can even go like that. You can watch TV while you do this. You can talk to friends. You can enjoy your life. It's peaceful. Drawing is good for you. So this little piece doesn't quite touch, but it's a little above the middle. You don't have to isolate yourself when you draw. You can just sit outside if it's a nice day. Invite friends over and let them cook for you or something. So here we go. We're going to come down with this piece. This is fun. We're in art school, and art school is fun. It's healthy for us. It's going to make you great. Okay, and it'll make you money too one day. So let's be really, really good at everything we try to do. And if you say to yourself, well, you know, I'm going to be in photography. Well, yeah, okay, so you may not have to draw with your hand eventually with that, or music, but still you can translate every single thing from this class into everything you do with the arts from now on. Okay, see, that didn't take very long. It was fun. So now, what are we working with? Bristly Texture. So these little pieces are going to be the fun part because you're going to see the spikes. I don't want to see, I know and you know that they stick off like that, but that's not exactly how they look. So I don't want to see that, okay? A bad little kid's son. Please don't do that. We're looking at the spaces, and we're going to, so let's start with the diagonal lines of how they grow. And if you look at plants when you go outside, just it's so miraculous how cool they are and how they grow. So kind of bond with that, and then there's the lines that go this way. And now see how I'm curving it slightly so it makes that look round. All right, so now here we are. At some point before I finish this out, I'm going to have to get rid of my grid. That was only to help me get everything where it needs to be. Okay, so please make it look really nice. Okay, so now at this point, you're going to go, okay, I got to leave some whites in there.